Hey howdy, hey y'all, Leanna here. In today's collab video with Erica from Erica Conger, Andi from Andi Does Stuff, and Ash from Makeup and Chaos, we were to choose 5 palettes. I believe it's 5 of our favorite palettes. Or is it 5 favorite brands? Inquiring minds want to know. And within these palettes, we were to choose 1 shade from each palette and create a look. Ash from Makeup and Chaos is hosting this collab, and I'm quite excited. It was hard to go through my palettes and pick only 5. I could have picked 5 different combinations 20 times over. I do find, however, that I am more drawn anymore to indie brands than I am to well-known high-end luxury type brands. So, I've already done my base face, except for I forgot to do my eyebrows, but we'll get to that. Let me show you the 5 palettes in no particular order. I am sure it is no surprise to any of you that I picked the Not Normal palette from Alien Cosmetics, which is rebranded to Unearthly Cosmetics. I love this palette. It seems to have a very unusual color story until you start using it, and then you're like, okay, all of that makes sense. And the shades in this palette are phenomenal. I can even kind of sort of get along with that green. Love this palette. This black is my favorite black. It's amazing. Also, no surprise to any of you, I'm sure, that I picked a Sydney Grace palette. This is Enduring Love, and I believe that this is in Deep. I think that this is in Deep. Beautiful, beautiful palette. Sydney Grace, one of my all-time favorite indie brands. Amazing palette. Absolutely love it. How I'm going to only choose 5 shades, I do not know. Next all-time favorite brand and my new favorite palette from this brand is Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge. Love this. Beautiful color story. Very cool. Love it. And maybe this is a little mix mash of favorite brands, favorite palettes. I have the Paradise Fallen palette from Ace Beauté. Ace Beauté is a good brand. They're not one of my all-time favorite brands, but I love this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes. And it has a lot of special meaning to me because Andi and I, in the very beginning of our collab, doing a monthly collab, we use this palette. And so every time I pull up this palette, it reminds me of Andi. But I love the color story in this palette. Those purples and blues. And then we have Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this is the Rose Metals palette, and I love this palette. I just love it. So beautiful. Very beautiful, cool tone shades in that. I'm not sure exactly what shades I'm going to use. So I have no plan. Even when I pulled these palettes, I didn't go, will these go together? I just pulled the ones that I liked. You'll notice that we're up close and personal. I have a whole new setup. I'll talk about that in another video, but let's see. I am going to, I did my eyebrows too while I was off camera. I am going to go into the Huda Beauty Pretty Grunge palette, and I'm going to go here into Beauty Chaos. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy brush and put that in my transition area. My very first Huda Beauty palette was the remastered Rose Gold. Beautiful palette. I almost picked that one. I mean, I could have picked any of her palettes because I love that brand. I love everything that Huda stands for. Everything. Amazing brand. Next, I'm going to go into the Not Normal palette, and I'm going to go right here into Grunge. That is such a beautiful grungy color shade. Beautiful grungy shade. And I'm going to take this. This is Rose and Ben E29. My new favorite brush. Love this brush. It does a phenomenal job of putting down your shadows. And I'm just going to put this in my crease and a little bit on my outer lid. Like I said, this palette, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't know about that color story. And then, I don't remember who it was. I can see her face, but I can't remember her name. She did a video where she swatched the palette and she created a look, and I was like, what? You did what? With what? With that? Really? Okay, I have to have it. And so I ordered it, and it is just different. I don't know. It's unearthly. When you go to put the shadows on, and they're just kind of different than they are in the pan, and the color story just really works very well together. I love it. Love it, love it. So let's go into Enduring Love. And what shade shall I use? Why am I thinking I am immediately drawn to Ruth? Do I want to do that, or do I want to wait and use that silver? What is that, Albert? Or John? What do I want to do? I could use Moon Glow. I feel like I want to use Ruth, but before I do that, I am going to go into the Paradise Fallen palette. And I think I'm going to go into Shadow, which is that really dark navy. That's a matte. And I'm going to put that in my outer corner. And I'm going to use another Rose and Ben brush. This is the E28. It just really adds quite a bit of depth to the look. What we gonna do? Do I want to do Ruth? 5 shades. Do I want to do Ruth, or do I want to do Royal? Royal. Royal or Ruth? Royal or Ruth? Maybe I want to go with Nocturne. Let me swatch them on my fingers, and then I can tell whether I want to go into, that's Royal, or do I want to go into Nocturne? They're both very lovely. Look at it. Oh, what do I want to do, y'all? What y'all think? Tell me. Not that I can hear you. Alright, I'm going to go with Royal. which is this shade here. Royal. I'm going to use that same Rose and Bend brush and see how that picks up that shade. Oh, I may have gone a little bit too crazy. I mean, these are good brushes, y'all. Of course, I got a lot of fallout, but that's my fault because I picked up way too much on the brush. That's so pretty. See, I didn't get any fallout that time because I didn't pick up as much. Alright, I feel like I lost some of my blue in my outer corner, so I'm going to go back into Shadow, which was the shade name, and kind of put that back. I think I'm going to take that shadow shade under my lower lash. Alrighty, now we have Enduring Love, and I think I'm going to go into John and put that in my inner corner. And I'm using yet another Rose and Bend. This is the E27, the same that I used on my lower lash. I'm hoping that she will come out with more eye brushes. She has quite a few face brushes. I don't know if I want those or not, but look at how pretty that is. It's funny because when I first was like 5 shades, is that too many? And now I'm like, can I get another card, Alex? Can I draw another shade? So I see some other shades that I want to use. So pretty. What y'all think? Alright. Let's put on some mascara and a lip, and I might need to bump up my blush a little bit to go along with this. And I'll be right back. And this is my final look using the 5 palettes, 5 favorite palettes from 5 favorite brands. I think that was the rules and the guidelines for this collab, because I had a lot going on and things and stuff, and I couldn't get it done, and I told them to do it without me, and they said, no, we'll wait because they are amazing. They're amazing. Greatest friends in the world. And so I didn't write the details down because I had a lot going on. Wah, 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 wah. So, I really do appreciate y'all waiting for me and allowing me to still participate and get this done. Y'all are the best friends in the whole wide world. I will have Andi, Ash, and Erica linked down below so that you can go check out their videos and see which palettes, brands, and shades that they picked and what kind of look that they created. They're amazing. If you're not subscribed to them, I hope that you will stick around, watch some of their content, and if you vibe with them, then you can subscribe to their channel. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. Before you go, check out those incredible collab videos. Make sure you show that like button some love. And as always, I'd like to remind you that makeup is meant to enhance the natural beauty that you already are, and we are all beautiful at any age and any size. Find something to be grateful for today, pull your makeup out and play with it, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, love you, bye. Christopher, here's your makeup tip from your mama. When it comes to makeup, there is no such thing as too much. Just call it an art installation. Mama loves you, boo.